random intro for the lose? I have no freaking clue, but hello everyone, LeeSpeed here, and I'm actually alive. Huh. You know, actually that's probably not that believable, to be honest. I mean, you might be hearing me talk, but, you know, I could be deader than dead. I could be a ghost, you know? I don't know. But if I'm alive, I haven't uploaded in months. If I'm dead, then, you know, that makes sense, because how can I really upload when I'm dead, right? You know, it'd be kind of a pain to try to set everything up when you're dead, you know? But no, seriously, though, I have been, like, gone for, like, a long time, and, like, a long time, about a month. Kind of glad it wasn't, like, 2 to 3, because it would have been, like, pretty scary, I guess, but I don't know, like, I think the reason is, like, I don't know, lately I just haven't really felt like uploading anything, and it's not really because, like, you know, people don't like my uploads or anything. I mean, hell, that's, I don't really think about that at all. I mean, I guess there are people that like my videos, and, you know, I'm glad that people have stuck with my videos for quite some time for the Pokemon stuff or whatever else I would upload. I don't know, I guess what's more valuable to me is, like, motivation, because sometimes that's going to be really what's going to make you do all the things that you do. In fact, the fact, and you have fun doing what you do, right? So, I don't know, like, I've been playing Pokemon for quite a bit of time, you know, getting to know people in that community, you know, playing competitive to some extent. I mean, even playing back in the old days, you know, I had a bit of fun too. But, I don't know, lately, I just haven't really felt the fun of doing these Wi-Fi battles that, you know, people have been doing around here. I really haven't had fun with it lately. I don't know why. Maybe it got stale for me, because I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For quite a bit, and I was actually working on a dragon deck that I have in real life, and that'll be done pretty quick, and I have another one to make, which is actually the Gusto deck. I do plan on making a Gusto deck sometime in the future. Like, I got some cards already to get started or whatever, but, you know, I'm obviously going to need to get quite a bit more cards, and I have random cards lying around, so I don't know. I guess to simplify things, I don't know, like, I stopped having fun with Pokemon. I've been having fun with Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though the meta game with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is kind of crappy and stuff like that, you know, as people have pointed out. I think it's mainly just because with this, there's, like, so much that I can do. Like, I'm not really restricted or anything. Like, with the cards you can have in your deck, you can have, like, all sorts of deck types, even though the metagame only really, well, the metagame as of right now only consists of, like, three main decks, and then there's, like, a few rogue decks here and there. But, you know, the reason I played either Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because, you know, there was a lot of diversity. It was a lot of fun for me to play and stuff like that. And, you know, I managed to get a lot of friends out of it, you know. I met quite a few awesome peeps that, you know, I talked to for a bit, you know. And heck, it's always a good time, you know, to talk to those kind of people, because you never know. But I don't know. But yeah, basically, I've been playing on Dueling Network for quite some time, and yeah, I've been playing Gustos for quite some time. Like, this build I have for the Gustos is surprisingly doing okay. I don't know why. I think it's just, like, something weird, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, if you played it for a while, then, you know, you tend to really like it a lot. In fact, the thing I like about the Gus is that they're pretty defensive starting out, but, you know, when you are ready to get on the offensive, you know, they can get aggressive if you put them out of the defensive mode, if you will, and you can just do whatever you want. And with the Gustos, it's kind of cool that most of their effects revolve around searching, shuffling into the deck, and taking stuff out, basically. You have 3 searchers in the deck. You have Gusto Eagle, Winda, Priestess of Gusto, and Gusto Godo. Those 3 are like your main searchers. Each searches out a Gusto somehow. Winda summons out a Gusto Tuner. Gusto Godo gets a level 2 or lower Gusto monster, and then Gusto Eagle can summon out any level 4 or lower non-tuner Gusto. So those 3 alone make a wall, and then you have a few other cards as well that allow you to draw a card. You could flip it face up, and you could summon a Gusto. one, like if you take out a monster in battle, you could bring one Gusto from the graveyard or something like that. So there's a lot of cool stuff like that, but I don't know. Like, there's always a lot of stuff that you could do with these kind of decks, and I guess that I'm not getting bored of this as I would be with Pokemon because, I don't know, I guess for me, it feels like there's only so much that you could do to an extent. I mean, with Yu-Gi-Oh, you could do, like, a whole bunch of things with, like, Duel Net. Of course, building a real-life deck could take some time or whatever, but, you know, that's pretty much how it goes, and I felt pretty happy, you know, building a deck because I don't know, it's weird. Like, when you build a deck for the first time, it just feels amazing. It's like, especially when you spent a long time trying to make the deck because you didn't have, like, the money or the resources to get other cards that you needed at the time. I don't know, it's just amazing. In fact, I don't even know how to describe it. It is just amazing, really. And the fact that, you know, I have a chance to actually build decks that I really like to build, that's even, I feel like that's more worth it than, you know, some other things that I may have tried to do in the past, but I don't know. But I don't know, have you guys really had that before? Like, I think with the whole Pokemon thing, I don't think it's mainly just because I'm, like, not motivated. I think part of it could be because of, like, the community. I don't know. I haven't really felt like keeping up with the latest Wi-Fi battles people have uploaded. I don't know, maybe I got bored with the game. Or maybe shit went down in the community. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping track. But honestly, I don't know. Like, if you want to get somewhat technical about it, you could say that I'm just like, I've just about left the community, if you want to call it that. I know some people say that it's not really a community. It's just like people playing the game, and to an extent, I do agree with this. I mean, I don't know, I've heard the same about the Yu-Gi-Oh community, how it isn't really a community, but I don't know. Like, I play with my friends a lot, and I guess we consider ourselves like our own mini group or community kind of thing, you know. We're like in our own little group playing the game for the fun that it provides for us, not really as much that, oh, we have to have the best decks in order to win a duel, right? Because the thing is, I have like several decks on here that are very fun, and I'll probably have more duels like this one where I showcase a couple of different decks. Now, one of the decks I do want to show, but the only problem is a lot of people hate the deck right now, or the archetype that my deck happens to be associated with wind-ups. Now, I played the wind-up deck before they became top tier, like before they got like really busted, if you want to call it busted. Like, before they got really busted, you pretty much only had a few windups. They were fun to play because their little concept was kind of cool. I love their design. I love their effects, and they seriously, like, look at some of the windups. They look so cool, and some of them are just adorable. Like, look at freaking Windup Snail, Windup Kitten. They are just adorable cards, and I mean, how can they be such problematic cards in today's metagame? Well, let's just call it the Hunter Loop. It's basically a strategy that can wipe out cards in your opponent's hand so that before they even make a move, basically. And usually when you play the game, you want to have cards in your hand, unless you're playing a deck that revolves around you not having cards in your hand because you have effects that activate when you don't have a hand. That's usually the Infernity deck. Their whole deck is built around having a massive back row and having no hand so that you can use some crazy monster effects or trap cards that can only be used when you don't have a hand, but they're just really powerful. So a lot of the decks have like different play styles, and like with the Gustos, they have a more defensive style up until you want to go for the aggressive push, and then, you know, you'll see that happen. You'll see them get aggressive. Like, they normally play defensive, so when they go offensive, it is particularly noteworthy pretty much because you can just do whatever you want, though. And of course, with the Gustos, you want Gusto cards in the graveyard, so you can use Cam's Effect to, well, yeah, you can use stuff like Cam's Effect and shuffle 2 of your Gustos into the from the grave to your deck and draw a card. And the whole deck's got a bunch of cards like that, where you shuffle Gustos from the grave to the deck to draw a card, take out a card on the field, or you can return something to the deck, or you can pretty much summon Gustos from your deck with searchers like Gusto Godo. I don't know, like the deck has a really defensive orientated style that can play aggressive when needed, and vice versa. In fact, that's what I like about this game. There's like so many decks that it's crazy. So I don't know. I just wanted to show this quick duel or whatever, just because I like it, and I might show more stuff, and I might actually talk more about the duel later. But I wanted to get that stuff off my chest because I don't know. I mean, this is just how I feel. I don't know. Like I don't know. Maybe you guys don't understand where I'm coming from, but I don't know. Maybe the thing with the Pokemon is that, like, I don't know. It's lost its luster for me. Like, I may watch some battles sometimes, but I'm probably not going to be battling people or uploading any more Pokemon. I don't know. Like, I have battles backed up, so I might still upload those, but I'm not sure about doing any new battles besides from the ones I already have backed up. So, I don't know. Like, leave your thoughts about this whole mess below, and if you're actually new to my channel, welcome. I mean, you kind of caught me at a bad time, I guess. if you want to really call it a bad time, you did catch me at a bad time or whatever. But don't worry, I will try to get more videos out. It's just that I may be busy, or I don't know. I may not be feeling the need to upload anything. It's really depending on my mood and stuff. And sometimes real life issues will kill the mood, and you just don't want to do anything. So I don't know. But anyways, I will see you guys around next time. Peace.